Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Raging Loop on Nintendo Switch. Okay, got another bad ending, but that's okay. It means it gives us a chance to possibly have a good ending somewhere. Let's see, so this is entering the village. Is there any of these that we didn't do? So, do I have this? Oh, I don't. Okay, yeah, that's right. This was Trust Takame. And then this was Declare the Guardian. These two lead to death. Let's see, I got key 15 here, huh? So I can open the door and persuade. I suddenly opened the door. Yeah, I did it. Of course I would. I didn't want to see that ending again. Rikaka-san was crying. Her voice had been clear and composed, so I'd assumed that she wasn't feeling anything. I was wrong. She was merely hiding it.
とは開けない約束でしょ。
約束をした時点では守るつもりでしたが、あなたたちが約束を盾に、僕を好き放題悪者にするからあえて破りました。何なんですかその、見苦しい過去設定を並び立てれば、無事嫌われて円満破局みたいな空気感は、藤吉イズムですか？ぶっちゃけ、ちえみちゃん程度の面倒さの子はいくらでも転がしてきましたから、状況がこうでなきゃ発奮するだけですし、リカ子さんみたいなレアキャラは超絶美味しいとしか思えない程度には人間腐ってるんで、諦めてほしいですね。
Crap, I overdid it a bit.
まああなたがどう思うかは知りませんが、僕は今の話で、あなたをより信頼しましたし、好きになりました。
え
ちえみちゃんにもそう言ってあげたいところですが、それはあなたへの定説に戻りますから、別の手を打ちましょう。明日謎理論でしっかり丸め込んで、僕の友人を紹介しましょう。僕より少し頭が腐った変態野郎ですが、気は合いそう。いや待てよ。先生の方がいいかな。もしちえみちゃんがちょいピザ丸ハゲでも気にしないなら、超絶尽くす彼の方が。
春秋様。なんだかよくわからないのですが、なぜこの流れで私を、好きなどと。
言ったでしょ。僕は、ルールは自分で決めたいんですよ。感情だって、他人にルールされたくないですから。みんなが嫌いなものでも、その気になれば喜んでいただきますとも。だから、僕に嫌われたければ、方法を改めてください。あなたから好きだって言ったんですからね。覚悟はしてもらいましょう。バーカ。リカ子さんのアホ。死んでる？
Ah, she finally broke.
何ですか？
いや、全く。何なんでしょうね。
こっちが聞いてます。
Anyway, enough with the personal grudges.
賭けはまだ有効ってことにしませんか？
The one where we'd win if we survived and could ask for the other for whatever we wanted.
生き残った時、好きなように望めばいいんですから。僕はそれを打ち消すような望みは言わないですよ。
あなたは本当に不思議な人です。多分きっと芹沢様の言う通り、とても悪い方なのでしょう。
I didn't confirm nor deny that.
それでもそう言っていただけて嬉しかった。それだけで私はもう十分です。
Not good enough? Well, maybe. Adult love wasn't solid enough to play out through just jokes and improvisation. Then again, we adults could survive without needing anything fancy. It was just a virtue as well as a vice.
明日生き残った時、答えをください。あなたは今晩、狼に殺されるかもしれない。僕とメイコを守るために、自ら正体を明かす賭けをしたから。もしあなたが、明日目覚めてこなかったら、僕は結局、あなたにこんなことを望む資格なんてなかったと、引き下がります。
春明様。
There, I was now at a key point. This tragedy-drunk heroine wouldn't die today. It would be the most unfortunate Kayori-san. Honestly, I wasn't so sure how to feel about that. But I would test it this once.
せめて最後にお慈悲をいただけないでしょうか。
ダメです。僕はそれだけを生きがいに、この夜を越えるんですから。
不謹慎ですが嬉しいです。
I was the imprudent one here. After all, I was making moves on a girl that could die tonight.
それではさようなら。
あ、待った。
まだ何か。
I could finally get to the main matter at hand.
野蛮としての植松里香子さんに一つ協力してほしいことがあります。
It was the day after I did the prep work. I approached the plaza. I met up with Yotsukun and acted surprised when I heard the bad news. And once again, we saw the remains of poor unfortunate Kiyori-san. And I then listened to the brothers opening up and saw them the final letter. I'm assuming that it showed them the final letter. Notice that the fingers were placed in the same position as last time. This had to be Chaime's idea. In this particular timeline, she didn't seem to be anything more than a bloodthirsty madwoman. I felt like she'd been the one who decided that destroying the entire body was the way to go, and Mochi didn't hesitate to agree. I'd badly underestimated just how warped the boy's personality was. Poor Mamiya-san. I knew she was an enemy, but I couldn't help but feel sympathy for her. Thus began the feast of the Yomi Purge. Yasunuga-kun presented the scenario set up by the wolves. I turned it around. Everything was about the same as last time. If I didn't change my words, things would go exactly the same as last time. Of course they would. The people I was talking about were the exact same. Strangely enough, I also said the exact same things without relying much on memories from last time. Or maybe it wasn't that strange. After all, though I had memories of the previous loop, I was the exact same person. If I'd somehow lost the memories of the final moments of the loop, I'd definitely be heading for the same ending right now. But in this case, it didn't matter if everything was the same this time. I could just go with the flow and do the same thing as last time. After all, it was already over.
そういう賭けだったんじゃないですかね。残念ながら負けですが。
Just like last time, everyone focused on Chikamochi, who had a half smile on his face.
やっぱそれ一方的じゃないかな。ハッサンやりっちゃんが本物だってのも決まってないわけだしさ。
And just like last time, he was bringing up some arguments that had already been shot down.
それに香りママの指だってまだああやって読むのが正しいのかも。
もっち、
And just like last time, Chamie,
もういいよ。苦しいよ、さすがに。
じゃあ
うん。やるとしようよ。
they went and did it. They drew the guns from their sleeves. I'd been wondering why Mochi was in his school uniform this time, and this made me realize it was to hide the gun. The barrels and grips on them were both cut really short, probably for the same purpose. One of them was aimed in our direction, while the other was aimed at Kanzo-san, who was already charging at them. Their intense charge paralyzed everyone except him and Takumi-san, who would now make a move and die to the shotgun blasts. However, that didn't happen this time. The guns didn't fire anything. A moment after Chamie's expression warped with shock, Kanzo-san punched Mochi, while Takumi-san tackled Chamie. Her lightweight body was thrown backwards and hit the wall. Takumi-san quickly grabbed the shotgun, aimed it at the floor, and pulled the trigger to ignite the shell in the other chamber. Once again, the gun didn't fire. He frowned, then opened it up, removing the cartridges, and threw them away along with the gun. Kanzo-san handled his situation in a different way. He simply pointed Mochi's gun back at its former master. His face was swollen due to the punch. He was crouching down and glaring at Kanzo-san. Takumi-san took advantage of her staggering and pushed her down. She couldn't move at all. Things became a bit disorderly as we tied them up, but now it was relatively calm in here. Those words weren't directed at anyone, but everyone besides me related to him. Kanzo-san said that while looking at the shells from the shotgun he'd taken from Mochi. Everyone understood what that meant. Exactly. There was no way the cartridges she checked just yesterday were switched up in a single evening. The only one with any idea what was responsible for this paranormal phenomena was Rikako-san. Last night I'd asked her to catch Chamie and have a catfight with her. That gave me the time I needed to go into Chamie's room and mess with her equipment. A lot of it depended on luck, and I needed a couple of loops, but I somehow pulled it off. It wasn't fair in the least, but my life was at risk here, and I actually died, so I didn't really care. Everyone continued to talk about how the shells were replaced, but since I decided to stay quiet, they didn't reach a conclusion. Now everyone was left in the harsh truth that these two were wolves who just tried to kill everyone here. Thus everyone began talking about how to handle them. Yasumizu suggested we tie them up and lock them in somewhere. He argued that, now that we knew they were wolves, all we had to do was prevent any further murders, was to make them unable to move. Kanzo-san was thoroughly against that, suggesting that we instead hang them over today and tomorrow. When asked for his reasoning, he insisted that the wolves had to be hanged, and their argument wasn't going anywhere. Most of Kanzo-san's decisions were influenced by the legend and his own experience, so he didn't have a proper way to deal with a situation like this unorthodox. Yasumizu, on the other hand, was bound by conscience and emotions, making Kanzo-san's options unacceptable for him. That left me no choice but to weigh in.
ちょっとよろしいですか?
Now everyone, even Kanzo-san, leaned an ear to my words. It took too long for me to get to this point.
牧島さんとしては、とにかく一日一冊のペースを守ることが大事だと思っておいでなんですよね。
うん。
一方で安永くんは正直、ちえみちゃんやモッチーを殺したくない。
そうですね。認めます。ただ、怪奇現象の範囲外で犯人が見つかった以上、法的な解決を目指すべきだと思うわけです。彼らがやったことは許されることじゃないけど、それを僕らが裁いていいわけじゃない。これまではあくまで緊急避難。彼らが身動き取れなければ危険はないのだから、そのようにして、あとは霧が晴れるのを待つ。晴れなければ、そこで改めて再度の緊急避難が必要という判断を下せばいいんです。
The boy was talking sense, but...
まず、お二人とも拘束が有効という点に少々認識の問題があると思います。
というと、
このゲームの支配者、神内明神は玄関の錠前を解除できます。とすれば、どんな拘束も解除できると考えるのが妥当じゃないでしょうか。
うん。
それは。
そして、今日と明日に分けてくくる場合、今夜一人分、死人が出ます。狼に勝ち目はありませんが、きっと殺すでしょう。
そんなことはしないよ。
そうだね。無駄だし。
They were so easy to read.
僕は、彼らは殺すと断言しますが、その根拠はね、安永くん。
はい。聞きましょう。
彼らが、とても冷酷な狼だからだ。
I walked up to them.
間宮久子さんのことを思い出してください。彼女は2日目に突然蛇を名乗り、冷静でない様子で振る舞いましたね。それはきっと、芹沢千恵美の指示です。
There was some noise in the room. Jamie was still hanging her head.
おそらく、蛇を名乗れば安全だ、などと言いくるめたのでしょう。勘蔵さんが、蛇の候補もくくるべきだと発言するだろうことも、承知の上でね。事実それで、タエさんという無実の犠牲者を作ることに成功している。そうだね、チェミちゃん。
勝手に思ってれば。
そしてその夜、間宮さんは不可解な死を遂げるわけですが、それもきっとこいつの仕業です。
なんで？
そりゃ、彼女がよそ者だからだよ。信頼できないし、いざという時裏切る可能性が高い。具体的に言えば、彼女は翌朝くくられる公算がかなり高かった。勘蔵さんがそう主張していましたからね。同意のないままにおとりをやらされた間宮さんは、相当な不信感と恐怖感を、この二人に対して持っていたでしょうね。そんな彼女ならば、くくられるに際して、他の狼の正体をばらして、道連れにしてもおかしくはない。そう考えたから、夜のうちに彼女を殺して口封じをしたんだ。
しかし、それじゃあ一晩に一人以上殺してることになる。
ならないね。彼女は汚れを受けて殺されたんだ。狼にも何らかのルールがあって、彼女はそれに違反した。いや、違反させられた。この二人によって。
全部推測じゃん。
もう何でもいいよ。
だから否定してくれって言ってるだろ、二人とも。
面倒だから言うわ。うん、全部そう。春明さんすごいすごい。ヤス君は思ったより脳みそ幸せな人だったんだね。
知恵ねえ。
まあ私らにも色々あって、最後まであがかないといけないことになってるからさ。もう質問とかやめてよ。面倒。
知恵見てめえ！
やめてください。気持ちはわかりますが、時間の無駄です。狼をやった人間とは、もう、分かり合うことはできないんですよ。
うん。じゃが、どうする？
というわけで、僕の提案ですが、片方は手足を切断し、片方はくくりましょう。そうすれば今夜、拘束がなくても出歩けないでしょうから、安全そうです。それでもう一人を明日くくれば、狼は全滅。きっと翌日には霧も晴れ。
おい、不妻子。
はい？
お前、今なんつった？
ですから、拘束がなくても出歩けないし、凶器も持てないように、手足を切断するのがいいでしょうと。
Huh? What the hell was that reaction?
何か問題がありましたか？
お前、本気で近持かちえみの手足をもぐって言ってんのか？
はい。それじゃあ不足ですかね。大腿部と肩で切ってしまえば、さすがに這って移動もできないかと。
てめえ、やっぱイカれてるよ。
Huh?
それは、残酷すぎますよ。
Huh?
相手が狼とはいえ、それはそこまでは。
What?
ふさゆきさん、怖い。
Why?
リカコさん、狼の獅子を切断することは、汚れの対象ですか？
それは聞きませんが。
皆さん、これまでに歴史と伝統にのっとって、生きてる人間を縄にかけて処刑してきましたよね。
ですが、しかし、
くくって楽にしてやっておる。
考察はかなり苦しみの強い残酷な処刑方法だって説もありますよ。そうでなくても、多数決で人を処刑するなんて、やられる側からすれば、この上ない絶望と恐怖だと思いますし、それに、狼は、あんな残酷な殺し方をしてるのに。皆さんは、随分、良識的なんですね。いや、それはいいことなのかな。人間らしさ？ああ、なるほど。
They all fell silent. But even I could understand that there was something within them that made them averse to my idea.
じゃあ、四肢を骨折させましょうか。粉砕骨折させれば効果は一緒ですから。あるいは明日くらいにちょうど死ぬ程度に、野里先生に毒を処方してもらうとか。
いい加減にしたまえ。そんな乱雑な処置で命の保証はできん。痛みのショックで死ぬこともあるぞ。それに医者の端くれとして毒など処方できるか。我々は狼とは違うのだよ。
なるほど。なるほど。わかりました。ちょっといろいろ誤解してたみたいです。じゃあ、どうしましょうね。今日誰かが死んじゃいますね。
This was such a pain. Why did they argue against my suggestion if they had none of their own?
どうしても必要なら私がすべきことをします。
いや、わしがやる。
じじいと女が無理してんじゃねえ。
僕らはそんなことしちゃいけない。
ああ、やめろ。まだ考える時間はある。
わかった。もういい。私、今から死ぬからさ。その前に、モッチーくくれば。それで誰も、汚れはなしでしょ。
わーお、最後まで冴えてんね。
え？今度は何を企んでるの？
手足をもがれるのは、嫌だよ。
Even wolves were afraid of some things, huh?
そんじゃま、あっちでハルちゃんには謝っとくよ。
お前は、ハルちゃんと同じところには行けないよ。
どっかな、りっちゃん。
くくった方は救われる。狼に殺されれば救われない。
逆にする？モッチー。
どっちでもいいよ。
いい。どうせ死んだら終わりだ。それなら僕がお前を殺す。どうしてこんな。
どうしても？
なんだよそれ。
よくはわかんないんだけどね。なんとなくどうしようもなかった気がするんだよね。
Yasumizu Odabe punched Chikumachi Kamoshida.
ごめんね、やっすん。それだけは本当だ。ごめんね。
落ちなかれ。
Yasumizu pushed him forward. A moment later, the rope went taut. It shook for a moment, then slowly swayed back and forth, and finally stopped completely. Yasumizu cut the rope. From the mist below, I heard the sound of something soft collapsing, then hitting the shallow water below.
次だ。ちえみ。
はいはい。
これでは間接的に我々が殺しているようなものではないかね。
さあ、新内さんとやらが判断するんじゃないですか。
お前、そうやってそのまま死ぬつもりか、ちえみ。一言も謝りもしねえでよ。
うん。だってそういうやつだし、私。みんな知ってたでしょ？私が上藤吉の悪ガキどもを殺しかけた時にそういう人間だってさ。まあその後できるだけ良い子のふりしてたけどさ、まんまと騙されてお疲れ。モッチーはああいう性格なのを私が操縦していろいろやってもらった感があるし、怒んないであげて。私が全部悪いで問題ないよ。だから好きに憎んでみんな。
Looking backwards, she stepped up to the cliff.
リカ子さんおめでとう。障害を乗り越えて無事なんとかなりそうじゃん。
読み意味の宴はそういうものではありません。山と共に生きる我らが 追った業を未来永劫背負い供養し続ける私はその業を引き取るだけ。
じゃあまた生まれ変わったら今度こそ殺しに行くから。雲の末裔だかなんだか知らないけど、ご大層な教えを語り継ぐための子孫でも作って待ってれば。
そのように悪ぶらずとも。
うるさいな、今から殺すぞ。嘘嘘。じゃあね。
ちえみ、
何？
神様って何？
Her pupils instantly shrunk.
やっぱり一番怖いのはあなただよ、春秋さん。よかった。ありがとう。みんなありがとう。自殺させてくれて。
She took 3 steps back.
手足もがれるかもって思った時、本当心底怖かったよ。本当に怖かったよ。春秋さん、一緒に狼だったらよかったのに。
僕はごめんだよ。
またね。
She turned around and ran, as fast as possible, into the mist, and jumped. But she's going to survive, not? Rise not.
帰ってますね。
I alone turned around.
まだ、お前。
I didn't want to hear it. She'd probably fallen into a world different from ours, and I got the impression I wouldn't hear a sound. I didn't want to listen to the echoing silence. We went on to clean up Coyote-san's body. After spacing out a bit, we cut up some veggies and ate them uncooked. It was hard to make a fire in the mist, as the people of Fujiyoshi, no one felt like using fires other than the one in the watering hole, and everyone was averse to using the dining hall. Thus, everyone went to sleep. No. For the first time since the feast began, none of us could sleep. Morning came without us getting any rest. And the mist was gone. No one had died, of course. Everything was as the legend said. With the Imatsu Okami gone, peace came back to the human village. However, it was hard to celebrate. Yudai Hashimoto, Tai Yamawaki, Hisako Mamiya, Haru Makishima, the old man who cried wolf, Kiyori Oriba, Chikamochi Kamoshiro, and Chaimi Setazawa. A whole 8 people died. Even if 2 of them were outsiders, the settlement had suffered great losses. Everyone had an aversion to using fire to dispose of any of the remaining objects that carried signs of murder, so it was decided that they would be buried. The tatami, the floorboards, the futon, all of it. We also ended up making new gravestones for those we had lost. Rikaka-san had told us the graveyard near the hanging pine was full of the feast's victims, so there was nothing under the stones.
それじゃあ、今はお亡くなりに？
はい。大往生でした。
Those who died normally would be burned at the crematorium in Kamafujiyoshi, run by the Higuchi, then buried here. Those who didn't would be thrown into Sadanaga and simply vanish. Making sure no one saw me, I went down to Sadanaga. There was nothing. No corpses or belongings. Just like last time, Sadanaga was just a thin, shallow stream. However, I did find one thing. It was a pendant with the Yomotsu Ukumi symbol on it. What is this? Was someone wearing it? What did it even mean for someone in Fujiyoshi to wear something like this? At this point, I didn't feel like investigating it anymore. Was that strange? No. I felt like this was just how things were. Days passed of us working on this and that. We somehow survived thanks to the food from the fields, and right as we were finishing up our work, help finally arrived. Count Fujiyoshi sent some people to remove the landslide blocking the road, and now they'd finally made it.
大丈夫でしたか皆さん。
It'd been a while since I saw Shoji Higuchi. He looked as friendly as always.
庄司、どうして今まで？
我々としても作業は進めたかったんだが、どうにも。不可解な事故が多発してね、
霧が晴れてからようやく進めたのさ。それで、皆さん、ご無事で？
No one answered. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Feeling a little lightheaded. Pause that every once in a while. Higuchi began looking sympathetic and started giving some orders to his people. Eventually, we were brought to the Kamafujiyoshi and were made to spend a few days like refugees in some community center. Apparently, this was temporary. The village head said they needed time to clean up Yasumizu after the disaster. I really appreciated the 3 daily meals they gave us from the nearby watering hole, and sleeping in a place without any mist at all was pleasant. The food was strangely fancy, and the people bringing it seemed somewhat humble. They always looked down on the people of Yasumizu, but now that we'd stopped the Yomi invasion, they actually revered us. This was just a guess, though, and I was still locked up in here with nothing to do. One day I actually got to see the officer. I actually felt kind of nostalgic at this point.
おお、生きとったか。何よりだ。これ、お前のだろ。邪魔くさいからとっとと引き取らんか。
My bike. The weeks of exposure to the elements had left it looking really shabby. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to clean it.
そろそろ復旧も終わりますから、皆さん休みずに戻っていただけます。夫妻子さんも、それで気分転換に遠出でもされたらいかがです？
I actually wanted to return to Yasumizu, though. When I told Takumi-san that I'd take Maiko to the police once everything was settled, and then return, he told me that I didn't have to. Rikako-san said she'd help him work the fields, and he accepted it. Kansa-san fixed his rifle and began hunting again. Yasunaga-kun resumed going to school. Nishitsu-kun moved to the dorm and said he'd start going to school again, too, joining his brother. Kiyonosuke would, as planned, become a part-time doctor at the Kamafujiyoshi clinic. When Kaza-san returned from our shelter, Kiyonosuke actually looked after him like a proper doctor, which was some impressive character development. Anyway, since it all seemed to be fine here, Takumi-san told me I didn't have to return.
実のところは、お前にはいくつもやってもらいたいことがあんだけどよ。お前、よそに居場所あんだろ。だから、これっきり戻ってこなくても、まあ仕方ねえと思ってるよ。ただ、お前を待ってる女がいいんだからな。それと一緒に延々畑作ってんのもバカらしいぜ、ほらよ。
すぐ帰ってきます。いろいろ片付けたらすぐに。
I did consider returning to the life I had, but I figured I should stay here instead.
まあ、達者にな。はい、あんたの番。
She was hiding behind that tree. With her pale skin turning rosy, she meekly walked up to me.
メイコ、その、達者に。
Hey, what about me?
お姉ちゃん、違うでしょ。ふさゆきさんでしょ。
Even she understood it. How precious of her.
春秋様、どうか、お元気で。
I'd assumed that the fact that she wasn't treating this like our final meeting was a step forward, but no, I wouldn't let that fly. I hadn't survived just to say goodbye to you.
そんな薄っぺらな言葉じゃ許せないな。
たまには遊びに来てください。
She sure was persistent.
そういうのを往生際が悪いって言うんですよ、リカ子さん。名前だって呼び合えるようになったんです。もう一歩素直になってくれたら、僕はとても嬉しくなって、一つ大きな決断をできそうだ。
There were a lot of things I wanted to give her and take from her. I wasn't sure I'd find happiness if we made proper exchanges. After all, this was the sole light I'd ever seen in that dreadful mist. I wouldn't give up on it no matter what.
春秋様。
何でしょう。
寂しいですから。
Yes, you'd be lonely your whole life.
好きですから。
Yes, you weren't even allowed to love anymore.
五章ですから。
Yes, for the first time ever, you sought your own happiness.
戻ってきてください。
I couldn't control myself.
うわ、見せつけやがる。
I let her go, and she looked up at me with angry eyes. She'd become a lot more expressive, and I found it nothing but, if not lovable. I would live out the rest of my life with her. This journey brought me to something unexpected, and led me to a really happy ending.
約束します。全部、向こうのことは片付けて、今度こそ、ここに戻ってきます。
はい。
その時は、僕が大事なことを言う番だ。
はい。信じて、待っております。
Barring the Fuji's help, I got everything I needed, secured Maiko behind me with a children's belt, and left Fujiyoshi. Upon arriving at the closest city, I presented her as a lost child. They asked me questions, of course. I admitted some things, but didn't lie at all. They thought I seemed shady, but I was able to prove my identity, and they let me off.
Bye-bye, Fusaishi-san!
She waved, all smiles. She still couldn't get my name right. This reminded me of that nothing that happened in Yasumizu had drawn police attention. I had no idea who'd done or didn't do what to make it turn out like that, but I didn't care anymore. It was just the way it was. What was up with the looping business anyway? Was killing the wolves the condition for ending the loop? If that was the case, then it was caused by something that wanted the wolves to lose no matter what. No other explanation. Well, who would that be, though? Great Lord Shinai? That fit the story, but it often seemed like he didn't have a horse in this race. Also, if his only way to help the humans was to give out the guardians and send me, then he was a seriously bothersome god. Would I go back in time if I died now? I wouldn't even care to try, not to mention that situations in which you could easily die were the abnormal ones. Also, I'd actually left the village this time. That made the current situation different than any so far, and it was the best to assume that it wouldn't loop again. That probably was just the way it was. I stayed in the city for a while and contacted certain people, telling them that I would now be a farmer in a remote village. It got me some serious trouble, but Yasumizu got no service anyway, so it wasn't like they could do anything about it. I'd cut ties with my previous life in 3 days, then entered a jeweler's store and bought the ring with the nicest design. It had a gem as red as her eyes, covered in gems as clear as her hair. It wasn't particularly expensive, but I felt it suited her better than any of the others. Then, just as promised, I returned to Fujiyoshi. I went to the officer, talked to Higuchi-san. Passed the mountain path. Arrived at Yasumizu. Yeah, this can't be a good ending. I have more keys. And saw something I couldn't believe. Why? Why? Why was everyone dead? Why was Yasunuku Oribi dead? He'd survived after saying goodbye to his best friend and the girl that was like a sister to him, hadn't he? Why was Yoshitsugu Orobi dead? He made it through his mother's death, found common ground with his brother, and had his whole life ahead of him, didn't he? Why was Kanzo Makishima dead? He'd lost his granddaughter, protected Yasumizu, and was about to live out his twilight years in peace, wasn't he? Why was Takumi Muro dead? The likable guy had discarded his inner discord, believing in himself and helped bring us to victory, hadn't he? Oh, unless it was the Badger. Why were all of their heads split open? It was supposed to be over. We ended it all. That was how it was supposed to be, right? I begged, hoped that someone was still alive. If no one was, what would have been the point of those sacrifices? Found one. A survivor. He was covered in blood, and held an axe covered in blood and gray matter. I then went on to murder him. After all, on one of the support beams in the hall I found him in. was her body hanging helplessly. What the hell? What was all this? Why had I thought that I had it all in the bag? Everything was dead. Everything was lost. And I hadn't reached an end yet.
しないさんのお守りは
The outside was shrouded in mist.
日がちふましらみガラスよ雲
As though led by something.
湯切り立てば宴の支度
I passed the empty plaza.
いついつ無事なもなれもて走る
Went down to the barren hill.
あやしよみびとけがらえり
嬉しい。私に会いに来てくれた？
あやしよみびとなきにせん
Yeah, it did make sense that she would
逃
kill
げ
herself.
られると思うたか？落ちよ。落ちて、落ちて、また落ち直せ。
くくれやひとひにひいとりきりたあた
As I threw myself into Sadanaga's mist.
ダメ。春秋様
I felt I could hear her voice. Rikako-san. I couldn't fulfill my promise. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't cry for me. I couldn't make you happy. I couldn't do anything to help you feel normal happiness. I couldn't dispel the darkness of Fujiyoshi. And I couldn't even get close to the core of the mystery surrounding it. How? What could I have done here? I needed a new path. I had to find one that could lead me to the truth. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think that would be the end, because there were still some keys, quite a few keys, which I'm missing. So I have to say, I'm not really all that fond of the music and the art, but I will say the story is really good and the voice acting is really good. I've been really enthralled by the way that this is all put together, and I liked all the endings, really. I can't say there's anything that was really terrible, but I said we're not done. Obviously, there's much more that we need to go through, because I think there was a choice at the very beginning that had a bunch of keys which I didn't have. So yeah, I'd say that certainly, if folks want to purchase this for themselves, it's well worth the money. I mean, I've had a really good time with it. I'm real anxious to see what this author does next. Preparation next feast, yeah. But I'll take a little bit of break, and then I'll start one more session, and we'll start on that road and see where it leads us. Paradisical Babylon. Paradisical battle? What the hell does that mean? Okay, now I have 16. Okay, I still think I have keys missing though. Ending number 2. No, we don't need to watch the hint corner. All right, why don't we stop it there? This is audapostrophe. You've been watching Raging Loop on Nintendo Switch. We're getting close to the end, but we still got a ways to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.